Hi everyone, Claudia here from Light and Clarity. I have your channel messages for beginning the 5th of June. So we are in a new month. Please bear with me while I connect for you all. Thank you. Alright, we have Archangel Michael coming in for you all. Michael is actually standing over each of you just above you, and he's bringing in a light blue coming through your auras. He's sort of standing over the top of each of you, protecting you all. It's just the energy I feel, but really he's actually just coming in just to be with you all. So we want to take in this beautiful blue light that comes from above your aura, just coming down through your auric field from Archangel Michael. Please do. It's the energy of strength is what he's calling it. I see it as a pale blue that he brings through. Pale blue to a blue, colour. Well, I'm going to go quiet. I just want to hear what it is he wants to say to you all. Just bear with me. So Michael is showing me he's bringing courage into the legs, and he's making your legs walk forwards with this courage, is what he is showing me. Some of you, he says, are embarking on something new. You need some extra courage, and he's placing that extra courage into the root chakra, right at the base of your spine, to get you to move forward towards this particular thing, to give you more courage with what it is that you're embarking on that is new to you. And with some of you, he's just making sure you walk forwards, and he's giving you that courage to do that. He's bringing that through the legs in general. He's coming into your heart centers. He's really just coming in wide around the heart and the stomach. Blue lights coming around you, blue energies coming around you is what he's showing us. Just take that in once again around the heart center at 16, from the heart center down to the belly button, if you like. Just beautiful energy Archangel Michael is bringing in this morning into each of you and into me as well. He shows me the energy of building and creating. This is something each of you are going to do over the course of this month. He brings me to the middle of June and the end of June with this, the energy of building and creating, and he's insisting that this be done, and that is why he's here to help bring the courage into each of you, and making sure each of you walk forwards without any excuses, he says, and the energy of building and creating is coming in this month for you, middle of the month to the end of the month, and he's going to make sure you're going to embrace this energy and do this. Some of you are sort of standing there going, oh, I don't know what to do with what's going to come in, and he's like, no, we're not going to take that. We're going to make sure that you start moving your hands and your arms. He's going to assist with moving the hands and the arms to create and to build. So he also shows me he's going to give you the courage to let go of something, or not accept something in your life that someone is bringing in. I feel as though there's a certain behaviour you're not going to accept anymore, and you're going to go, nah, that's it, you're out, or nah, that behaviour's not in, that behaviour's out, I'm not taking that. So he shows me two things happening with that. So either it's someone you're choosing to let go of, or a certain behaviour you're not accepting anymore from people around you or a person around you. And he shows me you coming to that stage, that point where you're like, no, this isn't happening. It's like a crossroads you come up to and you go, no, that's not occurring. I'm going to look for something better. I'm going to have something better, and I'm going to accept better behaviour. You'll be putting down your boundaries more with those around you to do with this. I'm seeing boundaries being put down with bosses as well as with loved ones, friends and acquaintances. So there's some of you are going to be calling these boundary lines down with certain people in your life. You're not going to be doing it with everybody in your life, but some of you will be feeling the need to put it down with a boss, with colleagues, with acquaintances, with friends or with family members. And he says we want you to start being clear cut with people, making sure you tell them, I'm not taking any nonsense. Calling when you're seeing someone is not being completely authentic with you, or you're asking a question, they're not being completely honest or completely authentic. He says, I want you to start calling people out, saying, no, hang on, that's not what I'm feeling here or seeing here. I need you to be more clear with me here. And it's you being more clear with others, it's you being more direct with others. And he shows me you doing that, you really stepping into that over the course of this month. So he brings me into the month of July. July is a month of a lot of healing that will be coming in for you as a result of this. It's like you're sweeping the roads, you're bringing your own clarity in. And he shows me like a massive sweep that you're doing yourself with your arms, sweeping this way and you're sweeping that way. And I'm seeing the roads becoming clearer in front of you, because you're no longer going to take what has been. You actually can't take what has been, because it feels as though your arms have been very heavy, your body's been very heavy, you've been wearing a lot of armour that doesn't belong to you, a lot of jackets that don't belong to you, a lot of nonsense that isn't yours, and they're just showing me you're throwing it off one by one each day as you're walking along, each week, as you're walking along through June, and you're sweeping the roads ahead for yourself and going, you know what, the road is clear. I'm just seeing like the road being clear, and what has been is up to the side of the road, and you're just walking through a clearer road than what you have. And it's you that's created this, it's you that's put down your boundary lines, clear with people, and making some clearer decisions, and letting go of things that are not yours. And that's what they're showing me over the course of this month. Alright, in closing, excuse me, I don't have a glass of water, never mind. He says to you, don't lose your momentum, don't let yourselves run out of steam, don't become downhearted. He says, don't say, oh, well, this didn't work out, what does this mean that everything else isn't working out? He says, we don't want you to adopt that attitude, we don't want you to give up. He says, there's something further down the road for you. Something hasn't worked out for some of you, and you're aware of what that is. He says there's something better coming down the road. There is something else that is coming down the road for you that's meant for you. So he's asking you to be aware of this. So he shows me that he and your teams are going to start to build certain sections of your lives. So certain sections of your lives are needing assistance, and they're going to start to help build up the energy that is needed in those certain sections of your life. So this could be to do with your work, do with family relationships, personal relationships, self-esteem, personal goals, whatever this is. He's just showing me your teams are going to be working in certain sections of each of your lives to help build up the energy, to give you a hand, to get you going. So they show me they're trying to build, assisting building their foundations, assisting in building the structure within those certain areas of your life, just to give you a head start, he says. And he's assisting with this, and he's overlooking the build as well. Archangel Michael is known as the life purpose angel. He's not just the protection angel, he's reminding me of that. So your soul purpose is what you're doing right now. Your life purpose is what you've come here to do in the long run. And we want you to remember that your soul purposes change every 6 weeks, every 2 months, every 3 months, depending what the next chapter is, what the next growth is, what the next life lesson is, because you've already learnt that life lesson. Now it's time to move on to the next thing. And your life purpose is what you've come here to learn, how you've come here to grow. It's not all about it being big mountains that you have to climb. He wants to say this to you. It's about you learning and growing and feeling happier within yourself and going, you know what, I overcome that. I overcame that. I've moved through that pattern. I feel a lot better. And moving through the energy of self-discovery, he says. Moving through that energy. That's what your life purposes are about, he says. In broad terms, it is about self-discovery. And that's what he says. All right, I'll keep going. He says, don't think you are alone. I'll walk with each of you, and each of you are being assisted at present, and especially over this month and into the month of July. We are with you. We are assisting you, myself and your holy teams. We are building the structures as we are speaking them. He's just hearing my energy with me, just coming through. He's coming through to each of you. He's very direct. He's coming through with his big brotherly energy to each of you. I want you to take this in. He's got a lot of confidence in what he's doing with you. He's got a lot of confidence in your holy teams and what they're building in each sections of your lives that are needing this step up. He's got a lot of confidence in you. He wants you to know this. You can do this, he says. Whatever it is you're facing, you can do this. You have the energy and strength, and he's making sure you're aware of your own inner confidence, inner self-esteem, because it is there within you, he says. So we're going down to the solar plexus with this. He's taking me the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. So just breathing into all three of those chakras, feeling into your own energy there, taking a breath in through the nose, and then breathing out through the mouth. He says to do this 3 times, just to empower yourselves now. Feeling into those chakras, knowing that they're there to support you. Feeling the soles of your feet, feeling the support of the ground as you sit listening to this broadcast, or as you stand. Really pushing down into your feet. Feeling Mother Earth reaching up, grabbing your ankles and pulling your ankles, your feet down into Mother Earth to ground you. Feeling your legs elongating into Mother Earth. Feeling the support of Mother Earth. Feeling the support of God in your lives. So they take me to June. They're saying June is a new energy that's coming in. So the middle of June to the end of June, there'll be a new energy coming in. You'll start to feel that, a new chapter, a new air that you'll be breathing in that is fresh, fresher than where you have been. Alright, I'm going to thank Archangel Michael and God and everyone of Spirit for coming in, because there's been many that have come in during this broadcast. Alright, well thank you everybody, and I'll connect with all of you again soon during the week. Thanks everyone.